say.
Three teams out of four have qualified for the semi-finals of the 2021-22 season of the Hero ISL. And as we enter the final week of the league stage, the players are really putting on a show for us. Mumbai City FC and Kerala Blasters will fight tooth and nail for that fourth spot, while for the top spot for the Shield, Jamshedpur FC will go head-to-head, aiming to get a top spot against ATK Mohun Bagan FC. And we do have a lot of action coming up further in this week as well. Like I said, the players are putting on a show for us in the final week of the league stage of the Hero ISL 2021-22 season. And we also hope that Pulasta Dhar, Shaiju Damodaran and Kaushik Varun on the Let's Football Live show on Saturday will put on a show for you as we do every week. Namaskaram, Shaiju Chetan. How are you today?
Good.
Good.
Feeling good.
Pulast, how is the last few days been? Are you gearing up for the last few league stage games and then taking a break before the semi-finals?
Yeah. So I think the last week has been absolutely intense. But this is the favorite part of the season. Personally, for me, this is my favorite part. It's the opening few games and the last few games, especially when you have a league like this. Yeah. And there's a bit of a break before the semis, a few days off, but very, very geared up for ATK Mohun Bagan and Jamshedpur and the possibilities that either of them could lift the shield.
Yeah. Varun, before the league started, would you have envisioned Jamshedpur FC within one win of lifting the shield? I personally didn't, but did you?
Same here. I didn't actually, and especially after last night, like Pula said, after that 5-1 scoreline, and really tensed. I'm also looking forward to the game, but really tensed about the final league match. It's kind of going to be a finals before the finals.
Yeah, I know why you're tense for the final league stage match also, because one of the teams you sort of seem to have a bit of skin in the game with is involved, right. And we have one of the players from that team who's been a vital cog in the machinery of the ATK Mohun Bagan midfield joining us on the show. So Varun, would you want to introduce him, lining up who we have next into the show?
Absolutely. Looking forward to an amazing performance for him. And tonight, as in today, we have on Let's Football Live. Please welcome Joni Kauko.
Well done. That's almost like an NBA announcer introduction over there, Varun. Well done.
Yeah,
Joni, how are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you guys?
Absolutely fine. Good to see you. Very well. And I speak on behalf of everyone when I say
apart from Shaiju.
All right.
I don't think Shaiju is very happy to see him.
Shaiju Chetan, would you like to elaborate on that? I'm sure that's not the case, is it?
No. See, we all are professionals. Even though we are getting that kind of a blow on the last minute, we should actually always see clap karke. Well done, Johnny. And one more thing. Before introducing Joni, here I heard a couple of conversations about the final before the finals. But Joni, we will meet in the final. Kerala Blasters ATK Mohun Bagan.
Love it. So Joni, have you been able to recover from the last game against Chennai FC and what you had at stake? You had a good win against them, a 1-0 gritty victory. How's the recovery been, and are you looking forward to the next game?
The recovery has been good, so no problems at all. Especially on my case, I had a little bit of a tight groin, but we didn't want to take any risks on that game. We were sure that we're gonna handle it anyway. So I'm gonna be fit next game. I think the team is gonna be there. It's gonna be really exciting.
Yeah. Joni, I wanted to pick your brain a little bit about how the Hero ISL happened for you, because all of us over here back in India who follow the league were very, very excited that a player fresh from playing in the Euros was going to join the league. So could you just tell us a bit about that initial contact? Were there any other clubs you were in conversation with? How did that move from the Euros straight to the Hero Indian Super League happen? Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, well, originally I think it started already maybe year and a half or 2 years ago. There was I think, if you remember, a guy called Agus Garcia. I was actually playing with him in Esbjerg in Denmark, and I think it originally started from there somehow, that because he knew Habas as a coach, and then he came here to play, and somehow from there out they started following me, and then I think there was a couple of times they try to buy me or loan me to the team already while I was in Denmark, but that time my team in Denmark didn't want to let me go, and yeah, that wasn't possible. But then obviously my contract was finished in Denmark and we were heading to the Euros, and there was some interesting offers also from the Europe, but I felt like that moment on my career I've been kind of traveling around the Europe for 10 years, and I kind of needed something else to see and to feel, and the football kind of became a little bit too obvious for me at that point. So I wanted like something that is completely different, and then suddenly, and I think it was January or February when ATK Mohun Bagan contacted me again, and then from there out it actually happened in few months.
Well, I think Suyash is stuck given his internet.
Right.
But Joni, at the same time, were there any second thoughts like before coming to India? Like, did you think that okay, this is an adventure, and when you say that the football in Europe was becoming too predictable, how was your first experience of football in India? Were you surprised by some things? What was the difference?
Well, yeah, I was surprised. Yeah, especially of course the weather. That was one of the biggest things, because I'm coming from a country where there's a bit colder than here.
Yeah.
So, that was something that I'm not used to, and especially like playing in this weather, it was I'm not gonna lie, I was feeling pretty dizzy on the first training. Yeah, there was some things, and of course the football was a little bit different that I was used to, starting from the pitches, from the different kind of ball, a little bit like that. So
yeah,
there was a lot of these little kind of things that were different that I'm used to, but also that was kind of also the thing that I was looking for, kind of the completely different experience. And I've always been kind of a curious person in all matters, that I want to like learn different things and see different things, and I feel like by doing that, by coming here, I think I will be becoming better
right.
in certain things in my life also.
Right. Shaiju, I think you had some questions, especially on the progression of him just bedding into. So why don't you take it away?
First of all, on a very friendly note, Joni, I want to hear from you. Which is your favorite nursery rhyme?
You didn't expect.
Tell me,
Johnny.
Tell me, which is your favorite nursery rhyme?
Hey, what? Sorry, I didn't understand. What is it?
KG means nursery schools. First standard, second standard. Rhymes,
like Twinkle Twinkle
rhymes,
Little
poems,
Star, you know,
poems.
you teach rhymes to kids like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, so on and so forth. He's asking you what your favorite rhyme is, your nursery rhyme, your favorite, what is it? Kids poetry? Is that what you mean, Shaiju?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I understand.
But Johnny, stay there. Johnny, no need to think. I have my own favorite rhyme for you. I have my own favorite rhyme, which I did during the commentary when you scored that penalty goal against Odisha.
Oh yeah.
Johnny, yes, Papa. So
actually I've been hearing that a lot lately.
It's remarkable how you came over here and suddenly everybody's going Johnny, yes, Papa. And you're like, why is everybody saying that? Nice.
I actually didn't hear it from like in the media or anything, but then Prabir from our team, he started saying that like already like months ago. And it's been like in the team, it's already been there. But then I heard that we actually had today this kind of a meet and greet with the fans, and there was some guy was also telling
Classic.
And Johnny.
Yeah.
Johnny, can I ask you more about the team? You playing with the two vibrant young Indian players. You're playing alongside with Manveer Singh and Liston Colasso, two vibrant young Indian footballers. What is your observation about them? Your opinion about them?
I think they're great. Both proper athletes. Especially Manveer, he's a proper animal. It's crazy. I think he can run forever on the pitch, and I mean they're both great guys, both great footballers, and I feel really happy to have them beside me, because it makes my job also easier when I see them making the runs. So sometimes the ball doesn't even need to be exactly perfect. It can just go there around them, and they will do the rest of the job. So I'm really happy for that. They've been great this season, both of them.
And Johnny, one more, Suyash is back, and Suyash, we and Johnny actually waiting to see that goal visuals again of him. 3 goals, 3 wonderful goals. Please put it for him.
Johnny, look, we've spoken about Manveer making the runs, but what about this finish though? Not half bad, was it?
Yeah, I think I got a good shot. It was a clean shot. I think the goalie didn't see the ball. I was kind of a little bit behind the defender, probably, because he kind of stayed on his feet. So, and probably he was expecting it going to the other corner. So usually the shot doesn't have to be like perfectly on the corner. Sometimes sometimes it can just be like surprising, accurate in a way, and hard enough, and then go in. Yeah, I'm happy that, because it was obviously my first goal, and I've had some chances this year, and there's the penalty.
Yeah. But we can speak about the penalty, Johnny. But can you tell us a bit about whether it was a relief for you to score that first goal against Northeast United FC? Because it took a while to come. Did you expect it to be so long before you got your first goal in the Hero Indian Super League?
No, I didn't. That was definitely not the plan.
As I can imagine.
Yeah. It was like, it wasn't that hard for me. Like I felt like I was getting some chances also in the games earlier, but balls just didn't go in. Yeah. But the thing what was bothering me the most was that I kind of felt like I was playing a little bit different position that I was used to play.
Right.
From the previous years, and then I felt like I was kind of missing that little freedom that I used to have, and I think that affected a lot in my game also. And now after the quarantine break, we were a little bit even a little bit forced to put me back on the to play as a number 10, because we had a lot of injuries, and there was only me and Thierry from the foreigners. So then after that, when I got my chance to play as a proper number 10 again, then I feel like I've been finding my rhythm again, and finding those passes and the goals also.
Yeah. Johnny, before I throw it to Shaiju, who I know is gonna have to pick a bone with you about that goal you scored against Kerala Blasters, I want to ask you, what are the biggest differences that you noticed in the football that you have experienced so far in your career, playing in Europe, playing in the Euros, the German second division, third division, and the Hero ISL? Were there any surprises for you when you came here?
There's only one surprise, Suyash, that the question was asked while you were gone.
Quite unsurprising then. Well, we'll just skip right past that and segue into.
That's right.
In case you thought we were just having a casual chat when you were gone, we were not.
That's right. That's right, Johnny. That's why the full form of India. Indians never delay in action. INDIA.
Wow, that's the first one, huh? That's the first one that I've heard as well. But then, what I assume would be safe to assume is that Varun has not had a chance to kind of
No,
have a tete-a-tete
yes.
with Joni yet, has he? Well, Varun, go for it. Take it over.
No, like you mentioned, like when you came here, it took some time to settle down, you to adjust with the weather and all that. So I wanted to ask you, like, what was for you maybe the turning point? Like you started striking and doing those assists, and then you came in the main scene, because initially we had high hopes, and it took some time for you to settle down. But now that you settled down, so what seems for you was the turning point, in the Indian football, like you being settled?
Yeah, yeah. I think the biggest changing point was in fact the thing that I actually got the chance to play as a proper number 10, and kind of that be in the middle of the pitch, finding those spaces, those pockets, and get the feeling that the game is actually going through me. And after the coach put me there, then I started feeling much better. I started getting more actions in assists, goals, and all these kind of things. So yeah, I think that was the biggest changing moment. Yeah.
Superb. You started feeling better. We all started feeling better. But who's like the most impressive Indian, in your team, you think?
Indian player.
Right.
Well,
Putting you on the spot there.
If I
yeah,
ask you to choose just one.
I think we have a lot of great guys. Like it's gonna be hard to just say one name, because I feel like there's so many guys who've been doing well, and not only the boys in the first 11 or who have played more, but I feel like there's a lot of good guys in the team. Even though some of them haven't played that much, they're still giving their best in the trainings, and that's always important thing, because it always helps the team, like in every way. So I think it will be wrong to name only one player, so I'm just gonna say I'm impressed on many of
No
them.
problem.
Well, Pulas, let's see if you can do better and maybe put Joni on the spot and get a more direct answer out of it.
Johnny, mine is probably simpler, and this is because you've played against a lot of teams and you joined the team early as well, Continental and all of that. But in the Hero ISL specifically this season, which has been the most difficult opponent to face for you?
I would say probably the first game against Mumbai. That was very hard for us. That was horrible game. I don't think anybody was expecting that, especially after a good start, and then suddenly we are like cracking down completely in that game. But yeah, I think that was probably the worst and hardest game so far in Super League. And yeah, what else? There has been some tough games, but I don't think there has been. Not one time I have felt that we were actually like there was some team that was putting a lot of pressure on us. And, yeah, I feel like we've been quite stable this season. I think we're a very hard team to beat. Maybe a little bit of too many draws, but I feel like if we can, in the future, if we can turn those draws into wins, then I feel like we're gonna be a very hard team to play against them.
Do you think the fact that in the last game you need a win compared to, last season there was a different thing, and we were speaking about psychology of going into a games, and sometimes the team that can only draw and still win is sometimes at a disadvantage, because they are caught in this safety of, if we draw, we might still get the trophy. Yeah. But do you think it's an advantage for your side that you have to win? There's no other alternative for you in the final league game.
Yeah, I think there's two sides on it. Like you can either think that you are kind of thinking that, okay, now we are under pressure that we have to win this game, or you can think that we have nothing to lose, because they are all the pressure. They are trying to defend, and we're just trying to attack. But I think the most important thing is just to like keep the heads cool, because we know that we have a good team. We know that we have the the defensive quality to keep the 0. We know that we have the firepower to actually score a lot of goals. So I'm not concerned on that in any way. I'm just gonna I think it's important just to like keep the heads cool, concentrate on the match the same way, prepare the same way like we always do, and then just give our best. That's the only thing we can do. I mean, yeah, Jamshedpur is in a good situation. They're probably already lifting the shield in their rooms, but let's try the.
That's a nice warning as well, that they're already lifting the shields in their room. I like it. Just the last quick one, and because you mentioned this again and again, your switch from playing slightly withdrawn to a more forward role. But what did Juan Fernando tell you? Clearly, this has come from the coach in the sense that, okay, this is what I need you to do: A, B, C, D. Put the through balls, take a shot. What was the conversation with Juan Fernando like when he told you that I plan to play you in your preferred position? What were the instructions?
Yeah, I mean, he already want to, like, I had a chat with him already, like, before he even put me there, and I knew that he wants to put me there. But I feel like his style of playing is very, very controlling. There's a lot of ball position, there's a lot of actions happening all the time, and I think it's very much like the same football that I kind of see how football should be played. So there wasn't any like specific things that he told me to do, because I feel like there's already kind of this connection that I already kind of know what he wants me to do. Obviously, he's giving advices to like on the different movements, where the space could be in the next game, or what kind of opponent this is. And then I've been just like trying to do and create on my best way, and so far it's been working since I've been playing here.
Thanks, Johnny.
Thanks.
Well, that is insightful, Johnny. And now, Shaiju sir, over to you. Please, all yours. Please take the stage.
Yeah. Johnny, again, I already asked you about this thing, and I am just continuing with that. See, I think you can answer this. See, if there is an opportunity for you to give a through ball inside to the box, whom do you prefer, Manveer or Liston?
You're really trying to put me under pressure.
You can just say Roy Krishna and get away with it.
Williams.
Tony, telling lies, no papa. Telling lies, no papa.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like so far, I think I have more assists for Manveer so far, because I like to keep the balls a little bit on the maybe on the right side of the pitch, and usually he cuts in. So I think that side is a little bit more easier for me than to score it with the left foot on the other side. So maybe I give a one true ball for Manveer, and
I hope no one from the Jamshedpur campus is listening.
Yeah.
Oh, you bet they are listening. You bet they're listening.
And Johnny, one more thing. Johnny.
Yeah.
Johnny, you are from one of the cleanest countries on the earth. Finland is one of the cleanest countries on the earth. Finland is one of the countries which has got the least number of crime rates in the world. Watching you playing in the Hero Indian Super League, after playing so many matches, Joni Kauko having only one caution. What's the reason behind this calm, cool-headed playing style?
Well, I gotta be honest. I've been working on that inside my head. I'm not usually I'm not the most coolest guy on the pitch, especially when things are not going in my way. But as soon as I came here, I realized that I need to change a little bit my mindset. That I can't really lose my head in certain situations. So yeah, but like you said, I am as surprised as you are that I only have like one or
Classic.
Good one.
But
And
Johnny,
Johnny,
was it a case of Shaiju Chetan? Just one thing, was it a case of initially when you arrived, did you come with certain expectations of your teammates, and was that realignment after you sort of saw them, maybe kind of you had more expectations of them, and then maybe when they kind of not do what you would require them to do, is that something that you had to keep into mind when you arrived in India?
Yeah, of course, it's like I said, the football is a little bit different here,
Right.
and like I had my expectations to coming here, and I knew the things would be different, and they were different, and I feel like there was kind of different things happening on the pitch once a
Right.
while that I needed to like kind of do little modifications in my own game to like if I think about it, what I normally would do, maybe in some sort of situation, or if the ball is on the side or the ball is somewhere else, I would maybe do something different. And so I had to kind of think about those things a little bit more when I arrived here. Yeah.
And just lastly, Johnny, before we let you go, just wrapping up this lovely conversation we've had, you've played some big games in your career. I believe you won the league in your first year as a professional footballer. So you have the experience of lifting silverware before. But just put into perspective in terms of the biggest games you've played in your career. And I'm very aware I'm asking this to someone who's played in the Euros, who's played big games. But would you say that the game against Jamshedpur on Monday, would you say that's equally important for you? Is that as important as any other game you've played in your career?
Well, there's yeah, like you said, there's been a lot of big games I've played, but I know like I know what it means for the fans. I know what it means for the owner. I mean, I know what it means for the whole club. In that case, I can easily say that this is one of the big games in my career, even though there has been some big ones also. But like I always try to think about these things from another point of view also, not only on my own perspective, that I know there's a lot of things in the line. There's a lot of people supporting us, and there's a lot of like it means a lot for many people. So I always try to think about in those ways also, and in that case, it's gonna be huge, and I can promise I will give my best.
Yeah, Shaiju Chetan, you wanted to.
Before we say goodbye to Joni, we need to watch that goal against Kerala Blasters, and I need to ask you, Joni, describe that last minute equalizer which broke our hearts. Joni,
On my heart.
You have to describe it.
I was just gonna ask where's the goal, because I wanted to.
Well, Johnny, we'll just let you take center stage for it and go for it, since we've already kind of seen the goal before. But yeah, why not? Go for it.
Yeah, it's
in the sense when you did score that goal against Kerala Blasters FC, when it finally did happen outside the box, pressure in the game, one goal behind, and then that relief and that excitement you felt after that. What was that like for you?
Yeah, it was a good feeling. Obviously, that was a very hard game. I felt like we were kind of pressing in the end, and the game was going like from side to side, from other end to the other end.
I think Johnny's done now. Oh no, you're back, Johnny.
Yeah,
you're
he's back.
Yes.
Yeah. So I got the
Go
ball.
ahead.
I was actually when I got the ball from whoever gave it to me in top of the box, and I was actually looking for a pass first to assist it, because I knew that there's gonna be a run from other boys, but then I saw that there was the opponent was quite close to me, so I just decided to, like, I saw that he's coming on an angle that I knew that there's gonna be a little bit of space on the other side, so I just decided to try and smash it hard on the corner, and yeah, I'm happy it went in. It was an important point, and obviously it was quite heated game, if you can say so. A lot of things happening. Also before that, it was kind of everybody was kind of shouting, and so yeah.
And it was very important for your team.
I'm sorry for that.
To 14 matches unbeaten now. 14 matches unbeaten now, Joni. Keep going.
Is it 14 or 15?
15.
15. Yeah, 15. Oh my God.
He just shaved one off you. He just shaved one off you.
Careful with
That's why I always call this man Flying Finn.
Well, let's hope the Flying Finn then brings more joy to ATK Mohun Bagan fans. It's all to play for on Monday. And I know they won't mind if you score another long ranger against Jamshedpur FC on Monday. Thank you so much for joining us, Johnny. And
Thanks, Johnny.
all the best for the rest of the season.
Thanks,
well.
Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Nice, guys.
Good luck.
Thank you.
You.
Well, then let's also revise how ATK Mohun Bagan played earlier in the week against Chennai FC. They had a 1-0 win, and it was a typical ATK Mohun Bagan performance in a sense, Pulasta, because it was gritty. They had to dig in, but they got the job done. It was more a Habas performance than a Ferrando performance.
I was actually going to say that to you, but it was more. But they had to really work hard. They had to work very hard, because the way Chennai defended, especially in the first half, I think the timing, if they'd gone 0-0 at the break, then it might have ended up as probably a draw or something else. You know, a confident Valskis gets there, but they really had to work hard. It was offense versus defense, and I don't mean any disrespect to Chennai, because it's very difficult to play when you have nothing to play for in the last game of the campaign. But they didn't just down tools. They did try until the end. I think it is a great test, though, for ATK Mohun Bagan just before the big one. This is the kind of game you want to win and grind out before going into that league decider. But you could see you could see Ferrando was also, he was pondering as to what else can we do, because it's difficult to break down a team when all 11 try to defend.
Yeah. And on that Kerala Blasters FC performance against Mumbai City FC, Shaiju Damodaran, again, huge game for Kerala Blasters. They seem to be taking on pressure so well this season, something that hasn't quite happened in past seasons. Yeah.
Completing the double against Mumbai, and very crunch match, crucial match. And it's a big win. 3-1 is a massive win, Kerala Blasters. And no words to say more, because even the hardcore Kerala Blasters fans haven't expected such a scoreline, even the hardcore. But they played magnificently on that day. We needed a clean sheet win, actually, to be very frank with all of you. We needed a clean sheet win, but that one goal we conceded through that penalty was a very unfortunate incident. And again, we saw that lapse from the Mumbai goalkeeper. He is doing it for the second time consecutively in the season. Against Goa also, Nawaz did the same mistake. But what a great match in Mumbai. And we are, with this win, Suyash, we are keeping our hopes alive. We are on the verge of qualifying now. So 19th round, 3-1 against Mumbai, crucial according to me. And please don't forget that brilliant goal of Sahal. The first goal which Kerala Blasters scored was of Sahal. Was a brilliant exhibition of dribbling skills. We all know he's a master dribbler in the Hero Indian Super League, and he just exhibited what he is actually. Sahal, brilliant first goal.
So we're going to show you another angle of Sahal's goal from behind the touchline, and I'm going to ask you for your observations after the goal is done, because there's one image in that entire video which kind of stands out for me, and I'll leave it to you guys to see if you can spot it. But take a look at that Sahal goal first. Varun, did you spot it?
No, I didn't actually.
See what I'm... okay, Pulasta, you next.
Spotted what?
Did you just see Bipin with his hands on his hips,
Oh,
standing
acha.
there with
Oh,
the ball
I've seen-
going into the net in slow motion and just thinking,
Yeah,
what
can't
can
do
you
anything
do?
about
Do
that.
you think that the defenders could have done better with that goal?
No, the way he sold that dummy, like
Right.
the way he drifted on to the left and then came back in, and then you think, okay, he's going to shoot then. And then he did it again. And then he found, the back of the net. Sometimes you can't do anything about that. Like, somebody might say needs better one-on-one defending. But sometimes that's what skill is, right? It surprises the best defenders. It surprises the best goalkeepers. My only thing is I'm hoping for a lot more, moments, consistency from Sahal.
Right, consistency.
In this way, it doesn't have to be goals. It has to be skill when it matters, which creates openings, which creates opportunities. That is his main job. But the way he's tracking back, no other head coach apart from Vukomanovic has been able to make Sahal track back and defend. So that, I think, is one overlooked massive change in his game this season.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Because key point which Pulasta said right now, because the backup which that Sahal is getting from coach. See, Ivan is the kind of coach, if he knows the individual capacity of the player and he tells the player that go and do whatever you want to do in front of the penalty box, and a player who is having such a dribbling capacity, getting some spaces, and look at how he transforms the body weight. See, when you are dribbling 3 or 4 defenders continuously, you have to be very particular about the transformation, the switching of your body weight into to right to left to left to right. So that was see, like Pulasta said, he is a raw talent. Sahal having raw talent of dribbling, so he exhibited. Raw talent means kacha badam, kacha badam, raw almond.
Shaiju Chetan always just picks onto the pulse of the latest reels that are going on. He's ahead of his time. I'm telling you. He knows more about what's happening on social media than any one of us. So props to you, Shaiju Chetan. But another manager who gets his players to really work hard for him is Owen Coyle. And like you said, Pulasta, Sahal tracking back for Kerala Blasters. No one but Vukomanovic has been able to make him do that yet. Now imagine Owen Coyle having the Jamshedpur FC players on strings, and just their entire style of play is based around hard work. Last week you had said that if you let Jamshedpur FC play, they can score a bunch past you, and against Odisha FC, that's exactly what happened, didn't it?
Yeah. You can't let them play. See, one of the main tenets of their system is get the ball into the opposition area as soon as possible. That is why we hear people saying that, they're not playing the kind of football that, is pleasing to the eye. But for me, it does the job. And a lot of it is very pleasing to the eye as well. If you see how quickly they get onto the second ball, you allow them that time, you allow them that space, you allow Greg Stewart, Chima Chukwu to do things. I think as a team, right now, no other team is playing as well as Jamshedpur.
Wow, you agree with that, Varun?
Absolutely. Like the way Owen Coyle is using, the different players, especially like Hrithik Dash, and he also is trusting players who didn't get playing time in other teams. So I think he's giving that freedom to them, and he's trusting on them, and he's trying to, bring out the best from those players. And especially if you talk about Daniel Chima Chukwu, he couldn't do anything for these Bengals, like the fans and the big club. But when he wore the Jamshedpur jersey, he's like total magic. So I remember Owen Coyle did the same magic for Chennai FC like maybe 2-3 seasons back, and he's doing the same with Jamshedpur FC. He's looking great, and one of the best coaches I think the Indian football has ever seen, Owen Coyle.
Yes. Like I want to add to this point. Especially when we are talking about yesterday's match, Jordan Murray, Ishan Pandita, Chima, apart from the Hrithik Das, apart from the goal scorers, there are, like Varun said, see Laldin Liana, his performance, Laldin Puya, his performance, and for the third goal, the kind of strategy which Len Dungal, he just blocked the defender, and that allows Greg to go in. Right. So everybody chipping in.
Agree with Pulasta.
Should have been a foul.
Yeah. The Odisha bench wasn't too happy about that either. Wasn't too happy. Because at the end of the day, the argument is that it's almost like a screen in basketball, right? And in football, if you are screening someone, and if it happens while you're going to play for the ball, it's acceptable. But if you're not playing the ball at all,
but it happens. It happens a lot. Yeah, there's obviously a case for it to be a foul, but at the end of the day, they were just so far ahead of Odisha.
In the rule book, it says you being in the way or coming in the way. There's a difference.
Yeah.
So I think that was a foul, maybe.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing that it wasn't decisive in the end in terms of larger implications on the league, because it was Odisha's last game of the season.
But it was decisive for Jonathan, the way he parted off, the signing off moment for him in this season. Like, red card.
It's unfortunate to see that as his last contribution.
It was something like, a referee, please give me the second yellow. Mera fight ka time again.
Savage, Shaiju, savage. Well, you know what? Now it's time for us to take a look at the upcoming fixtures. And there's not a lot left. Every one of them, one could say, barring SC Bengal versus Bengaluru FC, which is later tonight. Big games. Of course, we have Hyderabad Mumbai City FC, FC Goa versus Kerala Blasters FC, and ATK Mohun Bagan versus Jamshedpur FC. I, for the life of me, cannot figure out which the bigger game out of this is, because while Jamshedpur FC versus ATK Mohun Bagan will decide the winner of the Shield, so the combination over there is ATK Mohun Bagan needs to beat Jamshedpur FC by a margin of 2 to be confirmed Shield winners, and anything apart from that, Jamshedpur FC will confirm their spot as Shield winners.
Yeah.
So plenty to look forward to. Now, if I was to ask you guys, are you looking forward more to the league, to the Shield decider game, or are you looking forward to potentially the other games a bit more?
Obviously, I will look up to the Kerala Blasters.
I wanted that answer from you. Why do you think I asked you?
See, Suyash, look. See, jab share aayenge, it will come majestically. Last 3 matches, 3 wins, 9 points, 36 points. You can listen to the roar of the real lion.
Well, it's always blockbuster when KBFC are involved, and it will be blockbuster stuff on Monday as well. So gentlemen, once again, thank you so much for your participation on quite a chopping and changing lineup today on the Let's Football Live show, but we got there in the end. So a pat on the back for everyone, and for you guys as well, to kind of keep the conversation going in the absence of the odd one out over here, like I always say. In a panel of commentators, I am but a mere a steer. Yes, Shaiju, one last parting thought from you.
Playing without the coach in the dugout.
Well, the fact that you refer to me as a coach is big enough in itself. So thank you for that. Well, great. I'm going to leave you with the goals of the week, guys. Until next week, it's bye-bye from the Let's Football Live show. And
Thank you.
Thank you.